You might want to double-check if you are alone before watching this. Not kidding. Jessica Szohr has photos that might just make your eyes pop out. And we are not talking about any usual Hollywood pictures. Some of these are shocking, some are wild, and a few are just, well, totally unexpected. You think you know her from Gossip Girl. You have no idea. These photos show a side of Jessica Szohr that fans do not usually get to see. Curious? Stay with us until the end. Trust me, photo number 7 will leave you speechless. Before we get into the photos, let us quickly talk about who Jessica Szohr really is. She is best known for playing Vanessa Abrams on Gossip Girl. Yes, that artsy, free-spirited girl who was always stuck in some kind of drama. But Jessica is more than just that one role. She has been in movies, television shows, and even music videos. Born in Wisconsin, she started out doing advertisements and slowly climbed her way into the big screen. Sounds like a usual Hollywood story, right? But wait until you see these pictures. You will realize she is anything but ordinary. Alright, now let us get into the part you are here for, the photos. But remember what we said. Make sure no one is peeking over your shoulder. The first photo is what fans now call the biker look. Jessica, dressed in full leather gear, standing next to a black motorcycle. Not something you would expect from the calm and quiet Vanessa from Gossip Girl, right? But in real life, Jessica is a huge fan of bikes and speed. In fact, she once said riding makes her feel free. Pretty cool, right? The second photo is even more surprising. A selfie with no makeup, no filters, not even brushed hair, and guess what? She still looked amazing. Fans praised her for being real. That is something we do not see every day on social media. The third photo takes us back. It is a throwback from her school days. Someone found an old school photo of Jessica. Braces, hoodie, and all. And you know what? She looked just like any of us. No Hollywood glow, just a normal kid with dreams. Seeing that picture reminds us that everyone starts somewhere. Now the fourth one is wild. Jessica was at an art festival and somehow she ended up completely covered in paint, from her face to her shoes. She was smiling, laughing, and clearly did not care about the mess. That is the side of her we do not see in television shows. The fun, carefree, and super creative version of Jessica. The fifth photo is honestly a little scary. Jessica feeding a cheetah. Not a dog, not a cat, an actual cheetah. She visited a wildlife reserve and took part in feeding the animals. That takes courage, right? Now, photo number 6 is from Halloween, and it went a little too far. Jessica once dressed as a zombie bride, and honestly, the makeup was too real. Some fans did not even recognize her. One person even commented, "Wait, is this from a horror movie?" But no, it was just Jessica having fun and going all in. Then comes the 7th photo, the one that broke the internet. Jessica walked into an event wearing a black dress that had fans talking for several days. It was not just about the dress, it was the confidence. The way she owned the room without saying a single word. People were posting it everywhere, saying things like, "Vanessa who? This is Jessica." That was the moment people started seeing her as a real star, not just a character from a teenage drama. Then there is the 8th photo, a moment that touched so many people. Jessica holding her baby with soft lighting, a calm smile, and total peace in her eyes. It was not glam. It was not for attention. It was just real. That photo connected with so many fans who never knew that side of her. People had a lot to say about these photos. Some fans were shocked and said, "I did not even recognize her." Others felt even more connected, saying, "She is so real. I love her even more now." And then there were those who could not believe she kept this side of herself hidden for so long. These pictures tell a story that no interview or television show ever could. They show the real Jessica. Not just the actress but the woman behind it all. So now you know why we said to make sure you are alone before looking at these photos. Not because they are crazy but because they will make you feel something. Surprise, respect, maybe even a little inspiration. Jessica Szohr is proof that there is always more behind the camera. She is not just playing characters. She is living, growing, and sometimes feeding wild cats or walking around covered in paint. And guess what? She is just getting started. If you made it this far, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and tell us which photo surprised you the most. See you in the next one.